Welcome friends, I'm taking you guys back to Los Angeles and there's a lot to do and you guys are coming with me all the way. We are back, Rich and me are back at a familiar place, CBM.
We don't have any performance shops in California, only 50 within 10 minutes from our house.
Exactly, there's only a million places we can go. You guys may remember I went here when we were building the 22 car to get a bunch of stuff like adapters for the injectors and whatever, and they have a bunch of stuff on stock. Audi recommended this place to me when I needed those adapters, and they've come through and they've built us a motor before, and they've now built us another motor with a little higher compression and a little higher spec that we're going to be putting in a 22 car. So I'll show you guys all about that. So for the 2022 FD car, we choose to install an LS3 on pump gas. A pretty mild motor, but that gives us the ability to do all kinds of things with it that we couldn't do before. A lot of things are gone. Of course, a supercharger, this huge pulley that we had to run for the supercharger caused us a lot of problems. And now we are running a smaller pulley, the same pulley as we have on the white car, the Drift car, so to speak, which will make sure that the accessories are not all overdriven. And it's got the same Manton valve covers. It's just a cammed built LS3 and we hope it's going to give us a lot of happy drifting miles.
Zero complaints. Whoa, it's Wout.
How's it going, brother?
How are you doing?
Great.
You know who the short guy was behind the camera?
Short guy behind the camera.
You know, dude, all of his videos, they look like they're drone shots. It's just him holding that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just him at eye level. They're not drones.
The rest of us be holding our cameras up.
It's just him at eye level.
I'm like, yeah, it's like all
There's
the
eye
piping
level.
for the easy ups gets in the way.
You know the media meeting's going on right now, Wow.
Is it?
You're late for the media meeting.
Quick product intro. Wisefab toe plates, as you can see, they can stand on their own and they have little pegs so they don't sit against your tire. You can order these of course through me, just hit me up if you need a set. We're installing that CBM motor today, checking out all the little upgrades that they've done. As some of you guys may have known, we had a problem with the oil pickup tube which tore from the mount, which left a hole in the pickup tube and gave oil pressure problems. And you can see over here CBM completely rebuilt that thing, rods, pistons, everything, and it has a different clip now for the oil pickup, as you can see over here. Really happy to have my friend Brandon Shannon working on our team. We're installing the GSR dog box, which is the same on both cars. QuickTime bell housing, SFI rated. We always measure the distance to the throw out bearing and write it on the bell housing. Installing that transmission, 26 spline, so you really need a good tool to line up the clutch, and then the transmission slides right into the bell housing, as you can see over here, and the thing is ready to go in the car. Southern California, we are experiencing Hurricane Hillary, at least the beginning of it. I'm on my way wearing my Drift Week swag to Orange Show Speedway.
last a lap. Well, do you want to stop or?
No, you're good. Go for it.
All right, we're good. That much water inside the drift car with the windows shut. Yeah, I'll film a little bit. It was a lot of fun driving Brian's M60 truck. As you guys can see, it's like really wet out there. So if you're transitioning from the infield in, it's like insane. Like you can't see because they're black pants, but it's like somebody throws like a gallon, like a bucket of water into the car when you're transitioning from the infield. Is wild. So yeah, I caught like the rear, I think so, because I stayed away from like a good couple feet from the wall. So it must have caught the water coming in, like scooping it up. So yeah, side skirt came off. Good thing we found that. Maybe get some KBD side skirts.
You drifted right over this.
Did I?
Yeah.
How's it not broken?
I don't know.
I drifted it in between the the chassis. Like, this is fucking not how you SoCal, dude. I come from, like, it's probably fucking 90 degrees in Amsterdam right now. But there's no Orange Show Speedway. And certainly no drifting in Amsterdam today. So, super cool. It's nice. It's pretty funny that Brian and me, obviously, did the oil pump conversion on this car. And then driving it. It's, like, kind of nice. So, it's cool. Like, as you guys know, I hate, like, drift trucks. Like, it's the worst thing. But like why Brian's one is still cool is because they left like this on a little bit, so it's not like stupid short cut off like lazy ass. Like this is nice. I like it. And it's an E36, so good. Let me know what you guys think. Nice M60. Brian put the Hellcat fan on. Oh, that's actually not too bad.
Yeah,
wow, that is close, but it is like the jam. This fan is like super sick, and I put this on, like Jordan put this on the 240 in Oklahoma on the first track of Drift Week 6, and now I put it on the Corvette, and Brian now has it as well, so that's cool. Look at it, the motor is so sick in the car. Awesome. What do you guys think about M60 conversions? One thing I always say to people is like, so on the E36, right? People say like, oh, it's got so much room between the bulkhead and the motor. But like on E30s, it's totally fine. Like that's the pan that we did. You guys know that video, probably. Yeah, but like I think you could almost like cold turkey throw it in and do a rear mount radiator. So it will sit further forward, but like on an E30, the rack is in the same position as an E36, so the balance is just going to be like an E30 M60, which is fine. You just don't have a lot of room for radiators. But like on an E30, the radiator is like inside the core support. So, I mean, I think it's okay. Brian was really worried about the looks of his truck. So this is the side with the side skirt still on. It is awesome though, absolutely. It is very stanced. Has the Wisefab do-it-yourself kit on, as you guys may remember, which I think is a really high value for money kit. You basically got the original E36 arm and you add like the thing. And the nice thing about it is that you still have the Wisefab lock adapter like on the Pro kit. You can just make it as wide or as narrow as you want. Uses SUV tie rod, so it's a really cost alternative or cost-friendly alternative. And you can always upgrade to the Pro kit because that silver piece is exactly the same. This car drives a lot like my A36 back home, which also has a do-it-yourself kit. So yeah, pretty cool. We're gonna get some food, I guess. SoCal and rain.
Back at it on the Corvettes. We have the 2023 car and the 2022 car that are both getting rebuilds after Atlanta. We swapped motors in the 2023 car. We now have the Just Racing 427 in the car. That's a CBM motor in the 2022. Super nice for us to have both cars sitting side by side in the garage. That's how we're going to be running the team from now on. We have Ben Hobson, the pro-spec driver in Audi's team, helping us out over here on the car, doing a tremendous job, and really happy with the fact that it's painted white by CB Collision in Hollywood, who fixed a couple little frame issues. A little tip for the Corvette boys: if you look at the housing of the rack, which is this black part over here, it's different left to right from the factory. So the distance from the end of the rack where you mount the tie rods to the housing is not the same left and right. Over here we cut it off. You need to cut off about 1/2 inch for the Wisefab tie rod, but if you're centering the rack in a Corvette and it's not modified, keep note that it's not the same distance from the tie rod to the housing. Took the Mustang to our friends at Feal Suspension because we had a little refresh on the Corvette set. It didn't really need any new parts. We just brought it over for these guys to go over it and give it a clean bill of health, which was amazing because I brought it about 24 hours before, and now it's already ready for us to pick up and to do its duty again on the Corvette. I love Feal Suspension, as you guys know. I've been running it for a very long time on the Drift car on my competition cars in Europe and in the FD program, and it's literally been such an eye-opener on the Corvette. Very comfortable to drive, lots of adjustability on it, from super soft to super hard, so can't recommend them enough. And of course, I'm a dealer, so if you need a kit, let me hook you up. As you guys know, life is all about hose, so we set up a hose station at our shop. We're making our own XRP hoses now with the pneumatic press and everything. And I have a little tip for you guys: if you're making your own hoses from scratch, it's nice to have a 90-degree on one side and a straight fitting on the other side. So you position your parts so you can use those fittings, because that way the clocking doesn't matter, because one side is always straight. A lot of hard work went on in the next days. We didn't film everything because it's just too busy to film, but we got both cars ready for the dyno, and the 2023 is the first car to get dynoed and tuned. We're taking it to our friends in Corona and see what she'll make.
We're all done here with this guy who made 620 wheel. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. Working real hard, Brandon. And obviously Ben Hobson, who came to help me out. John Schaefer, trying to stay out of the image. You can come into the video. So John Schaefer in the video over here. The biggest shit talker in all of the...
Still gonna kick Richard's ass. Doesn't matter how much horsepower he has. The guy can't drive.
It's not about horsepower, dude.
It's about driving talent.
It's both cars are on Wisefab, so it's gonna be a dead tie. Anyways, yeah, we're about done here. Happy with how it went. Obviously, dyno stuff, like, it can all go pretty wrong. Like, you can get leaks, you can get all kinds of weird things. I had to fix a couple small things like the idle and a bunch of those things that you only find out when you're driving it. But we've been pulling from 2K to 8K, 8,000 RPM on this motor. Super happy with how it works. Everything is bone dry, no leaks, nothing, so kind of cool. And now let's get the cart home, let's get it on jack stands, and then we'll look underneath.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course don't hesitate to contact us for parts. Wisefab, Feal, ASD, PWR, KBD, and now of course also the DMI quick changes, so hit me up.